Have you ever stepped into a house where the silence feels wrong? Where the air is too still, like it's holding its breath, waiting for you to hear something that shouldn't be there? In the quiet town of Villisca, Iowa, there's a white, unassuming house at the end of a sleepy street. But make no mistake, that house is not abandoned. It remembers, and if you listen closely, you'll hear the echoes of what happened on a warm summer night in 1912, when 8 souls were brutally butchered in their sleep. They were the Moore family, Josiah and Sarah, along with their 4 children, and 2 young girls who had come for a sleepover. A wholesome American family, church-going, well-liked. On June 9th, they returned home from a church event, laughing, tired, not knowing it would be the last time they'd ever close their front door. That night, someone was already inside, waiting. The killer hid in the attic, crouched among the rafters, listening to the giggles of children drifting off, the creak of footsteps, the final hush of sleep. And then, when the house was swallowed by darkness, the killer crept out, armed with Josiah's own axe. The crime was savage, inhuman. The parents were struck first, their skulls shattered with such force that Josiah's face was unrecognizable. One by one, every person in the house was butchered, the murderer even returning to some of the bodies to strike them again and again. Curtains were torn down to cover mirrors, as if even the killer couldn't bear to face what they'd done. Clocks stopped ticking, faces were covered with sheets, and the axe was left, blood-soaked, leaning beside the wall, as if mocking anyone who might come looking. No one heard the screams. No one saw the shadow slip into the night. And despite suspects, trials, and whispers of revenge or madness, the killer was never caught. To this day, the case remains unsolved. But the house itself, it has never forgotten. Visitors say the house breathes. Doors slam on their own. Footsteps echo from empty rooms. Disembodied voices whisper from the walls. Paranormal investigators have captured EVPs. Children crying, a woman weeping, and something else. Something growling. People who sleep there report waking at exactly 2 a.m., the estimated time of the murders, gasping for air, covered in cold sweat. Some swear they see a man's shadow at the foot of the bed, gripping something heavy, something sharp. One woman fled in the middle of the night, bleeding from her arms. Claw marks she claimed weren't self-inflicted. A skeptical man, mocking the story during a tour, collapsed with a seizure and never returned. And the attic? It remains the most feared part of the house. Few can spend more than a few minutes there without panicking. They say evil never dies. It waits. And in Villisca, Iowa, it still hides in the attic, watching, remembering. So, if you ever visit that quiet town, and you see the white house with the red roof, don't step inside. Don't challenge the silence. Because in Villisca, the dead aren't resting. And neither is the one who killed them. Do you hear it? That faint sound in the attic? It's not just your imagination. He's still there, and he's waiting for you.